Hi guys, welcome to INSL Boyz, your favorite YouTube channel for all cricket related things, and we are back, guys. We are back. We are back for a fresh set of video after an absolutely thrilling, enthralling series that I witnessed after a long time. Sri Lanka versus India. Sri Lanka, what have you done? You broke my heart. You broke my heart so many times, but it's okay. It's okay. We Sri Lankan fans, we know how broken heart is, but it's okay. Anyways, welcoming you to the show today. It's me, Yadu, and joining me today again, it's my dear friends Raghav and Bhavi. So welcome to you guys. How are you all doing? How is your minds after that series?
Yeah,
Let's start
Bhavi,
off
go
with.
ahead.
No, let's. Yeah,
You can
someone
see
start.
me smiling after a long time. That's my best reply.
Yeah, I'm good as well. I'm very happy to be here. I want to be here. I want to make sure we are doing this video. So yeah,
Yeah, we wouldn't have done this video if Sri Lanka didn't win, didn't it?
oh, okay.
Yeah. Huh? I mean, I'm especially thrilled to do this video because Sri Lanka won.
Yeah.
If not, I would have been cheaper. Okay. So, anyways, let's run off to today's session. So, guys, what do you think of this whole series? Like, I want a quick short answer on what, as a fan, as an Indian fan, as a Sri Lankan fan, we see a guy with a Sri Lankan T-shirt here, like he's super happy. So, I want to see what is the fans' perspective after this series. Like, how was it before and how is it after? So, let's start off with Bobby.
During our previous video, we did predict it's 2-1. Like Raghav, you predicted it as 2-1. As far as I concern, I'm bit disappointment like that we couldn't win the series 2-1. Right? India won in 2-1, but I personally wanted, even you, Yadu, would have personally loved to see that Sri Lanka lifting the trophy today at Ketarama Stadium. But it's that second ODI where we missed the trick in the last phase of the game. That cost us the series. Other than that, many new stars, many young talents were found out, and new heroes were born throughout the three ODIs for both the teams, I would say, India as well as Sri Lanka. And especially for Sri Lanka, after that disastrous tournament against England in England, and after so many hiccups, players inside as well as outside the cricket field, we had many headlines for the wrong reasons for the past months. But now at least we are winning. And personally, I'm very happy today. And you can see in my bright smile as well.
Yes, so that's yeah, we can see the bright smile and we can see the bright smile in my face as well. Yeah. So, anyways, so Raghav, come on, bro.
Yeah,
What's as an Indian fan? You should be happy that you guys won the series. But how's it feeling?
yeah. As Bhavi just touched upon it, like we were discussing in the preview. If you guys didn't see the preview, just check out in our YouTube channel. It's a fantastic review. We predicted it very correctly, other than Yetu, who is overconfident at that time, said 6-0 or something. So yeah, I mean, as Bhavi said, we touched upon the two. We were very scared, like we are worried. Sorry, than scared. Like India might be like unexperienced in ODI cricket. Like all these players play a lot of T20 cricket, and we get to see that as well. Like these players got 50s, like they were well settled. They got 80 odd or something, but they didn't go on and make big hundreds. Like what all experience and all world stars too. Like if you want to become an old like a star, or you need to improve your game, you need to learn the basics first. And they're doing the hard yards, but they're giving it away. That they need to change that. Other than that, it's a fantastic series with both ball and bat of both teams. Like young players shining through. Lovely to see. Yeah.
Exactly. Young players shining through. There were some old stalwarts who were riding the team as well, and we saw a remarkable number of debutants in today's
Yeah.
series. I mean, let's just talk about the series in overall, like the whole series overall. First match. it was an Indian flamboyant finish. There's nothing to talk about. It was typical,
Yeah.
it was a boring match. Like India won it easily. Like I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, we
But
are
you
not
were,
talking about it.
but you said it will be done. Like India will get out for 220 odd. Like I don't know where that you were expecting that.
Anyways, let's go on to talk about the second match. So, yes, so I want to really emphasize the main talking point of the whole series was
Hmm.
how the second ODI match turned out. So I want because that was the match where
Yeah.
we saw a lot of ups and downs. Like you should have, it was like two countries in different emotions in like 1 hour. So
Yeah.
like a whole a 1 hour period just flipped up the whole the atmosphere in two countries. So that's what I want to like mainly talk about. So let's start off with the Indian boys. What were you feeling when you were 190 for 7?
Forget 190 for 7. I switched off my TV around like what Suryakumar gets out, and I was like, I remember texting you saying you asked me to come on chat, and you were like very excited, and I was like, okay, this is not our day. So I was playing it nice. So I still have some hopes, but I'm playing it nice. Yeah, I mean, for me, it's all about characters, like who can stand out in those hard moments. It's not about scoring runs when it's going easy for you. It's your like Deepak Char. No one expected him. No one saw him bat. I mean, he played some decent innings for CSK, but no one thought he can do in a ODI match under like losing 7 wickets. There's no Kunal Pandya, who is a recognized batsman, and Bhuvaneswar comes in, and all 2018 all again, like Dhoni at the other end, Bhuvi finishing it off. Now Bhuvi is in the other end, Deepak Char finishing it off. So like a
It's
chain link passing on. So it's good to
it's
see. Yeah, you are about to
it's
say
always
something.
the CSK guys in the other side with Dewey, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to speak about CSK right now. It's an Indian team win. So yeah, if you want to speak about CSK, it's about all these guys doing hard yards. Like what about
Yeah.
Hardik Pandya and everyone are doing. So that's for other day discussion. So yeah, I mean, very good to see. Good. I mean, Bhuvi very well done for Bhuvaneswar Kumar as well, giving him the support. I'm very impressed with Rahul Dravid as a coach. I mean, he is passing on message. But I will talk about Mickey Arthur later, I guess. So yeah, we'll take thoughts of Bhuvi first.
Yeah, so Bobby, I don't want to ask you how you were feeling at 190 for some because I know how I was feeling. I know how everyone else was feeling. Like, we were all jumping up and down. Yes, finally we're in the winning streak. But then, what I want to know is how were your feelings in the last few overs? When it was just havoc, simple. So disappointment, havoc, like heartbroken. How was your feelings during that point of time?
I was just speechless. I was just remembering only one thing, as Raghav mentioned, that game where we lost with when Dhoni and Bhuvi took us, take away our victory, right? So I was just thinking the history is repeating with Bhuvi and Chahar. It was like we cannot fault anyone at that particular moment. It was totally a heartbreaking game for any Sri Lankan fan, any true Sri Lankan fan, Yadu as well as me, for all around Sri Lanka. Right? That was Shanaka's second ODI game, and we didn't have
That,
any experienced player who is
that was his
playing
fifth. So that was his fifth as a captain.
fifth as a captain, but that is the second time he's leading a ODI team, right? So I don't think that any of the player in the team would have experienced a pressure situation like that, right? We didn't have an experienced player like Angelo Matthews or Dinesh Chandimal to at least give some inputs how to handle that pressure situation. And yes, Raghav Mikiata was there having all the facial expression in the world, right?
He was there all over.
If I am Sri Lankan captain, I'm not going again for Mickey Arthur's advice. I'm not taking it.
I mean that was maybe like different coaches have different feelings. Like because personally we don't know what was happening, so it's very hard to
No,
comment on how it
yeah.
was. But it didn't look nice on television for anyone to look at,
Hmm.
like how it was. Probably the fact that yes, the team is going through some tough times. Yes, you are going to witness these kind of stuff, but then yes, in a television point of view, when everyone's looking on the outer view, it didn't look that great. The whole situation during the last, you know, like nowhere in Sri Lanka it looked great. Like you should see the Sri Lankan social media. It was just heartbroken, heartbroken, heartbroken. Like all the meme pages were putting like all nice stuff, and all of a sudden they just started. It just went off. Yes, that sounds of that. I want to have one more. Did you ever guys in the third match, in the final that we are yesterday? Did you feel that emotion coming back when Sri Lanka was 7 down? Was anyone having that thought? I was having that thought, so that's why I want to know whether you guys had that thought.
I mean, never say never though. I mean, I was thinking the match was truly done because Avishka Fernand, India missed quite a few chances. Otherwise, it would even Kudisha have taken that Mendes catch at last. Maybe it would have been interesting. Like Mendes for 15 at last, so might be interesting. But yeah, never in doubt. Sri Lanka should have gone cross the line easily.
Yes,
I never wanted another heartbreak. Thank God.
yes, that sums it up. So now let's move on to the next session. Who was your emerging player? Like I'm sure, like in the preview, you guys picked your emerging players who you
Hmm.
guys will back. So did they justify your choice, and was there any surprise out of it? So I want you guys to name again two players who you felt were your emerging players, and did they perform to that, or did they exceed your expectations? So let's start off with the Sri Lankan guy.
Yeah, I mentioned Bhanuka Rajapaksha as well as Captain Shanaka. To be honest, both performed very well. You all remember how Bhanuka Rajapaksha started his ODI career with a six in his fourth ball that he faced. And yes, unfortunately, in the second match, he got out for the first ball. But then yesterday, like in the third ODI, he proved his worth. Those 65 runs coming in a quick fire 65. And Shanaka, he proved as a captain in the series, I would say. That entire team was rallied around him. Like he was making the bowling changes apart from that last 10 overs in the second ODI. Other than that, he was great as a captain, I would say. And Sri Lanka has a great future under Dasun Shanaka, unless Sri Lanka cricket wants a new captain, right?
Yeah.
As an emerging player, I would say Shamika Karnaratne, he emerged as the new all-rounder for Sri Lanka. 240 plus scores in the both ODIs, and his bowlings as well as his fielding performance were top notch, I would say. And then we unearthed so many youngsters. I can name the entire team if you asked Yadu. So hopefully I'm very satisfied with how the Sri Lankans have performed in this 3 match ODI series.
Yes, that's a very
Yeah.
good point, because like in my perspective, we saw Sri Lanka, like to be honest, if you see the England tour, there was no fight. Like I didn't see there was any fight. Even though we lost the series, we were able to witness that fight. We were able to witness the hunger to win, the hunger to score, the hunger to feel, the hunger to go. Like that's what, like as fans, that we want to see. We don't want to see a dead match. Like we want to see a fight, even though it's yes, in a game you're gonna only have a winner and a loser. You just can have one team winning, so you can't be always in the winning side. But it's just a fight. So if there is a fight, we're always there. And in my personal opinion, I just feel Sri Lanka, this team that they played seems to be the strongest team that I can witness. Like they seem to have got all bases covered. Good spinners, good batsmen, good
Yeah.
all rounders, good pacers. So yes, we are on the right track if we utilize all these players. So Raghav, what's your thing? So you must be very pleased with how India performed and the new set of youngsters who were there. So who are your players that emerged out?
Yeah, I mean, emerging players. I think so. In preview, I told about Suryakumar Yadav and Padikkal. While Padikkal didn't get any game time, so let's leave him for the T20s, I guess. So, yeah, Suryakumar Yadav, no doubt. You can all see the class. I mean, he can put the same ball to the cover drive and he can sweep it. He can put on the leg side. I'm such a talent, though. I mean, one thing about him is he needs to improve on like getting big scores. It's not a T20 game. If you want to play ODI cricket, for example, he might play for India at four. I'm thinking he will play at four. There's an open spot for a long, long time. Indian wants number four. I mean, he's perfect. Like he won't, he'll get like he won't waste balls. He's not a batsman who can like he will stuck out there and digest that innings and do. He can't take it. He just want to score a boundary every over or keep it moving. So it's perfect. And one more player which impressed me was Deepak Char, obviously. I mean, I never thought Deepak Char could bat. Like I've seen him for CSK. I know. I mean, that one more thing was it's not ideal conditions for him bowling in Sri Lanka as well. If you don't have pace, it doesn't swing much in Sri Lanka. Maybe it does when there's bit air in ground. But in Colombo, there are no grounds like that. So yeah, hard conditions for him, but he bowled decently well. I mean, in the first ODI he bowled well, second ODI he did well. But that innings, that character he brought to that team was very interesting.
Yes, that's well said. Well said, Raghu. Yeah, you on point on where you want to say. Like Suryakumar Yadav was like
Yeah,
whatever he played, it was just beautiful. Yes, so that sums up for today's our review on the ODI series of Sri Lanka versus India. Yes, Raghu, what do you
yeah.
got
I
to
asked
do?
you to remind me about Mickey Arthur.
Oh
Why I
yes,
not remember?
yes, Mickey
Yeah.
Mickey Arthur. Yes.
The thing which disappoints me is like don't go to your youngest captain who is captaining your side when you're in hardest of times in your cricketing senses and going and talking stuff like that. It's not good to see. Like, yeah, I can understand the feelings like you didn't do this, you didn't do that. We would be angry as well, but on that's an young team playing. They did like 90% very well. The 10% they didn't do well. So if it happens next time, I don't want to see Mickey doing that. That's not how coaching goes on. If you see today, I was very impressed with Shanuka's captaincy as well. I want to mention that. I didn't think I was very impressive with my own captain. I was more interested in Sri Lanka's captain. If you like look into it, he brought some changes in the second ODI. Like he bowled spin to Shaw, which is perfect. He
That was a very I
yeah
would say that was captaincy masterstroke from him. Like
he
brilliant.
didn't get the last part right. That doesn't make him a bad captain. So he did very well. He stuck to his plans and the team performs for him. That's what I saw. Like after the first ODI, they all brought up together. Maybe it's Mickey's backing in the background things. We don't know what happened, but on the field, it's their captain and they're playing for him. And shout out,
So yeah, that just sums up the whole series. And yes, guys, we will be back for the preview of the T20 series. It's gonna be an electrifying series. Both teams are like on fire right now. Like India, Sri Lanka, both are just rising up. So we're gonna have a wonderful T20 series. So do join us for the preview and stay tuned to INSL Boys Facebook and Instagram channels for all the updates. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe. So see you guys soon. See you guys really soon. Stay safe. Stay home.
thank you.